Hey guys, this is David.
Ohio, Jared.
We are doing a reaction and review of episode 3 of season 7 of Game of Thrones.
Oh my god, it's almost over.
And this episode is called Queen's Justice. Oh, excuse me. So I already saw the episode yesterday, but Jared hadn't seen it. So we are basically I'm rewatching it, and he's doing the reaction. He'll be watching it for the first time. So, but we still wanted to be able to react to it, and we'll be back on schedule on the next episode. So, as soon as HBO Go stops tripping, we will go ahead and get going.
No! What the heck is? It was doing just fine. I guess it's the part where we're supposed to,
Alright guys, here we go. After the technical difficulties, we're about to start.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Get ready, fight! Yes!
Rule of thumb. Stark men don't fare well when they travel south. True. But I'm not a Stark.
That's what you are, Jon!
I'd say you get used to them. But you never really do.
I will return to the spider. One last time.
My lady.
I have to die in this strange country. Just like you.
You stand in the presence of Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, rightful heir to the Iron Throne, rightful Queen of the Andals and the First Men, protector of the Seven Kingdoms, the Mother of Dragons, the Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, the Unburnt, the Breaker of Chains.
Say them titles,
This is Jon Snow. He's king of the north.
Thank you for travelling so far, my lord. I've been shamed and betrayed, raped and defiled. Do you know what kept me standing through all those years in exile? Faith. Not in any gods. Not in myths and legends. In myself. In Daenerys Targaryen. The world hadn't seen it.
King in the north. You were the first to bring Dothraki to Westeros. He is the first to make allies of wildlings and Northmen. He was named Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. He was named King in the North. Not because of his birthright. He has no birthright. He's a damn bastard. All those hard sons of bitches chose him as their leader because they believe in him.
They both got valid points.
Yeah, each side, yeah. Can you say it either?
You must forgive my manners.
Ain't unreasonable.
You will both be tired after your long journey.
Great
Look at that. Cheering for Greyjoy. I have to be honest. It's making me hard. Did you see those there? I give you what no other man could give.
Justice. Justice for your murdered daughter.
Listen, if you have any advice at all, I would love to hear it. When we have an hour to speak as brothers. Advice? Does she like it gentle or rough? A finger in the palm. But now, we'll talk with her.
He is a menace! How you like that, Jaime?
Very well. Not at all, really. And I bet
Then I stare at the canopy and imagine ways of killing my enemies. How to destroy Ilaria Sam, the woman who murdered my only daughter. I thought about having Sir Gregor crush your skull the way he did Oberyn's. Would be poetic, I suppose, but fast, too fast.
Jesus, so crazy.
I thought about having him crush your daughter's skull. She's so beautiful. I thought of this lovely face cracking open like a duck egg. It's just all right.
Very much like to believe that Jon Snow is wrong. But a wise man once said that you should never believe a thing simply because you want to believe it.
Which wise man said this?
I don't remember.
Are you trying to present your own statements as ancient wisdom?
It's good enough to be. Shit. What the heck?
I know, it sounded good.
Over time, it will be.
It's because he's here. All of his advisors would have told
Thank
him
you
not
for
to
people
come.
like
I
Tyrion
told
and
him
bridging
not
the
to
gap
come.
because
And he's
these
here
people,
anyway.
Lord Jesus.
You don't have to believe him. Let him mind the dragon glass.
So you believe me then about the Night King and the army of the dead?
You better get to work, Jon Snow.
She's such a princess. They're always so sweet.
I'm glad he.
Oh my God, dog!
It's all right by.
my lady.
What does that mean?
For the current occupant.
That way, nothing will surprise you. Everything that happens will be something that you've seen before.
Oh, that looks like his breast. Like,
Lady Sansa.
It's too cold.
like,
His slithery betrayal ass is right, sadly. Oh shit! Oh my God!
Hello, Sansa.
Oh! Finally! God damn it! Do you know how long I've been waiting for this to happen? Oh my God! Some goddamn retribution! Finally, man! I was not expecting it. Oh my God, I'm a mess right now. Y'all can't see it, but I feel it.
I have to go back inside, man.
Girl, you better stay your ass here and listen. Oh God, chicken pot pie.
yeah.
I owe my life, her, and you.
So if he gets to Daenerys,
Your father saved me more than once.
Sam and
It's the best I
Jon's
can do.
friend might be useful. So simple.
They can't kill breakthroughs because that's what science is all about.
That man is alive because of you.
Encourage it.
You should be proud.
Right. That's yes.
Thank you. That's
I
nice.
put my glasses on. I'm not bewildered anymore.
Sam is.
Yes, come through. He's been clutch lately.
I need you to make copies of them.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You were expecting a reward.
Yeah. Well, that's good enough.
The reward is not being immediately expelled from the Citadel.
Exactly.
You better get started.
The fight of the wars will be hard. You will be at a disadvantage. Many men will die. Just as my father said they would. Interesting thing about my father. He built our house up from near ruin. He built our army. He built Castle Rock as we know it. But he didn't build the sewers. That was beneath him. So he gave the job to the lowest person he could find. Me. It was a passage that began in an out-of-the-way cove by the sea and ended beneath one of the main guard towers. No better place for low pursuits than beneath the ground.
Tyrion is like slave. Start up until now.
As a good friend of mine once said, give me 10 good men, and I'll impregnate the bitch. Yeah! Casonesco Sidri Hibesi.
So put your helmet
Garasiri.
I talked her out of those.
Crazy. She wants the most sadistic deaths.
Will there be pain? No, I made sure of that. That's good.
Oh my God, I love her. I'm going to miss her. She did her part.
She brilliant.
Like she is.
I love how she. That's good.
I hate to die like your son. Clawing at my neck, foam and bile spilling from my mouth, eyes blood red, skin purple. Must have been horrible for you, as a king's guard, as a father. It was horrible enough for me. A shocking scene. Not at all what I intended. You see, I'd never seen the poison work before.
Checkmate.
Tell Cersei. I wanted to know it was me.
Will you choke her, punch her now?
Like, go ahead and do something, please.
She won every battle she did. Oh, she went out like a G. I love it.
Y'all deal with that. Oh, I hate this. I hate her to die.
I loved her to death too, but I knew at some point it was coming. And it's just no place. I'm just so thankful they gave her. She went out as a G. She came in as a G and went out as a G. Honestly, like seriously, her character was brilliant.
Everything.
These are the type of old people that I be talking about. I love it.
Screw all this. Yeah, we trying to strategy, and I am a strategic person usually. I like strategy.
When chips start falling and stuff,
but sometimes, like,
you just have to show your teeth.
You gotta go crazy and just be belligerent. And so I think that's what they gotta do. I love strategy and it's nice and all, but obviously they're getting outgunned. They lost. Oh, they lost. So Daenerys is losing so much now. She lost the Dornish, the Greyjoys, and now the Tyrells. I mean, gee. So she lost the big houses. So she's basically, she does now need Jon Snow. So they're gonna have to form an alliance. Well, she will have to. He needs her, but she didn't think she needed him before, but she does now. But she got her dragons still. I just hope the dragons are okay. I'm thinking, so Arya, I saw that they showed the dagger. I forgot what they call it. Something claw. Rabbit's claw or something like that. But that dagger, I see they showed that, so I wonder if that's little. That hand didn't seem like it was a man, Littlefinger's arm or hand. So we'll see what happens with that. But man, this episode was. I mean,
like before,
of course,
great.
Still,
it was great.
Just so much.
Like it was so much stuff. Like
there were some big events because not Arya, Sansa meeting Bran after 6 seasons, not seeing each other. Of course, the Castle Rock War, and of course, the Jorah got healed. We had the
Sam's coming so clutch.
Yeah, Sam
like
coming through.
He is really coming through with a lot of things.
The Sand Snake's been given to Cersei. Cersei going on her little vengeance as usual, just being sadistic as she is. Jon Snow, of course, and Daenerys meeting up, getting to know each other a little bit. Clashing and bumping heads.
I didn't expect everything to just boil over.
Because they both have a strong ego. They both been through a lot. They both have a strong ego. They don't know each other, so
they really don't. No one's wrong in their truth and things. So there's nothing. There really wasn't a side to pick on. There was just basically the only side that was to pick was the middle ground. They have to come to a common ground of understanding and stuff. Because I mean, And thank goodness that gap. Tyrion just always comes through and persuade and talk to.
Yeah, it's perfect that Tyrion, he knows so many people and he's gotten along with so many people. That really, I mean, that's
it played a part. It played a part
handy in
the end.
Convincing this person that this other person is okay and so forth, and kind of connecting those bridges that need to be connected between those.
It was so needed. Like he was there. His role is there for a reason, you know what I'm saying? It's all needed for things like
How about Melisandre? She always, the Red Queens are always telling Varys something that he's like,
Madam,
how do y'all know this? Y'all know all this stuff about me.
Madam
looking like,
Madam Fraudulent Necklace. Yeah. She always gotta be a spoiler. She ain't nothing but a spoiler.
She got all these spoilers, and she just be telling
y'all. As you do.
She just be telling people like, "Oh, this is gonna happen."
This is gonna happen.
I'm like, why you gotta tell? Why you gotta tell me? Couldn't you let me just find out myself? But you know, I like how she did that because she I can appreciate. She's been a crooked woman that has done much dirt, and she's been borderline dark and evil, and a lot of what she's done, but it's just like I see some regret in her, and she.
Yeah, there's regret when she took that necklace. Oh, we're not talking about that. When she, you know what I'm saying? When she
took the necklace,
it was my regrets for me to see.
Yeah. I can't never get that image out of my head.
Yeah, that's my life. I can't unwatch it. Anyways,
but you know, like. She did have an important role in connecting Jon Snow to Daenerys because
Fire and Ice,
at least
Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah, because she brought it up, and who knows if they would have been connected if she didn't. And I don't know why she didn't tell Daenerys about the Night King and all that, because she knows about all this stuff. Like,
right.
She just wanted to.
But I guess she just wanted to let the fate play out itself. She didn't want to be too much of a spoiler. What needs to happen? Bran need to tell all these people.
Yeah,
y'all all
he has a lot.
He's the one that
needs to go ahead and tell
Jon
about his Targaryen heritage and everything.
Yes.
But so of course we also had the biggest moment. I mean, they took over Castle Rock, which was brilliantly done by Tyrion. And that was a great moment. But of course, we find out in the end that the Lannisters really had another strategy. They out strategized them because they left Rock and just went to take Highgarden and the Tyrells because they need gold and their food and all the supplies, and so they pretty much replenished everything, which I hate. They were, one thing that was going against them was they didn't have gold and a lot of food and everything, and they got all that when they took Highgarden.
They took everything.
Yeah, so
and they were supposed to be their allies. That's the Marjorie and them people. I'm like,
I'm so tired of the Lannisters winning. This has to stop. But they are good now. They are really good, and so Daenerys really needs to act. She still has some dragons. I
don't want them even going.
I know. I'm scared, like,
because they need those dragons, man. Like everything, but it's all expected.
A dragon or two.
They all do.
Oh Lord. So,
I mean, with the way my temper is set up and stuff like that, if anything happens at this point with everything that's happened ever since season 3. If anything happens to these important people and the Lannisters still stand on top, and if the dragons, or let's say for instance they go, I just want the White Walkers to kill everybody. just die! All of y'all suckers! I'm tired of y'all having my emotions on this roller coaster. Die!
Just go ahead.
Jeez!
Press the destruction.
Like, press the just undo everything. Delete. I'm tired of this. This show, y'all can have it.
Everybody die. Cause the Lannisters. I don't know. It's gonna be a dark moment if they end up winning this season. They won too much. They were supposed to be. I love the time when they
were hurting.
I mean, that was the only thing. We had the annoying faith, but at least the Lannisters were I mean, Cersei was imprisoned and she was under captive. She had no power. Oh, it was such a great period.
It was wonderful, but what I don't want them to just die.
Yeah,
I want them to. I want to see their eyes as everything is taken from them.
Yes, I want them to be close to being on top, and I hope that's how it plays up. They get all this, and everything is going good, and they're so cocky and confident, and all of a sudden, sorry.
That's the White Walkers. I'm telling you, that's the goddamn.
That's one thing you can't start. Cersei's little sassiness and all this talk she does.
And they're not worried about none of that.
Lifeless and dead.
They sizing up the body types of what they gonna have.
She'll try to talk to them. You think you're going to defeat me? I have an army. I'm the queen of the Seven Kingdoms. They gonna look at her.
They gonna be like, and that Night King gonna be like, well, this bitch has some nerve. Maybe she'll be the new Night Queen. Come
He's gonna run at her with axes and everything.
They gonna transform her into.
She gonna have to start running.
What about our negotiations? Baby, we dead.
Oh, we don't care about none of that stuff.
The only negotiation that we gonna have is the fact that you just gonna give us your body.
We just don't like life. Y'all don't understand.
Y'all alive. Y'all gotta die. Come on over to the cold side.
Cersei, she's the type to not believe in any of that. So this gonna just catch her off.
Listen, y'all. I'm telling you, this is what it is. This is exactly what it is. I ain't accepting nothing else. If Daenerys and them can't win and all this other type of stuff, I'm joining the damn White Walkers. Kill everything.
Yeah, because I thought Daenerys was about to run I thought she was about to run over all these people. To be honest,
I didn't.
But I mean, yeah, I started to think when
this
I was like, wait a minute, it can't be that.
This is Westeros.
Well, when the season at the end of last season, that's the kind of thought I had. But when they started,
they did that part.
They started, and I saw that Jaime, he basically knows all of Westeros because Tywin trained him from little.
Right.
Since he was little.
He know how to do this type of stuff.
So he knows the whole country where everything is.
And he's going
and
now he got his sister. Now he got his sister controlling him everywhere he go and stuff like that. I already said.
And then they got the Tully, Sam's father, General Tully, who is like the only one to defeat somebody, I forgot, but he's a great, smart general, and Stannis mentioned that it's like well known, so they have him. That's a huge bonus for them. So
I mean, it's all nice and fine and dandy on paper, but where I'm at now at this point, I think I'm back at season 3's rage that I had, but I'm much smarter and wiser what I know. I'm not like how I was on season 3, like, all these bitches have to die! I'm at, well, I mean, if this plan doesn't work, then y'all just gonna all die anyway. just go to an icy, bitter, chiblain hell.
That is the sweet end, and it may not be the ending that our first choice ending.
I mean, I don't mind sitting up here laughing over everybody.
If it has to happen,
it has to happen. If
y'all want to mess up everything, when y'all shouldn't be, then go ahead and just let the dead just take over.
Right, like the Lannisters, y'all make me sick, except Tyrion and shit. But like y'all I'm tired of y'all winning. God damn it. I've been trying to be humble and just, be like, well, maybe the Lannisters has it. No, fuck the Lannisters. Like, at this point, if Daenerys can't come through with the dragons, and if Jon Snow, if the last shimmering bits of hope against Cersei in the living don't work, let Daenerys is captive. Let these White Walkers sweep this bitch like the plague. Turn the dragons into ice zombies. Freeze all these fuckers. I'm sorry.
Then they gonna respect something else.
Right.
Not being so.
Their body's gonna be like, girl, we should listen to them. We should have just went and turned the kingdom over. We was trying to be so treacherous. We thought we was gonna be alive, but we ain't. We dead as fuck, y'all. Jeez. Like, stop winning, Cersei.
God.
Dusty self. I wanted her to stay suffering. Look at her. She on the throne and stuff. Now her kids is going. Now she just all the way belligerent and evil. She's sitting up there running to her brother after killing Dawn and sucking him off like it's just the walking apart. I'm like, she turned her incest levels to over 9,000.
And you right. After that, what she said after her walk of atonement, and I was like,
there was no atonement.
You said no.
That made her even more dangerous. Like she became a monster.
She went from level 50 to 150 after that.
With some extra bonus points, double XP weekend or something. Like it's just sickening. Like this. I'm telling you, the lady is going out in blazing glory. She gonna have this whole castle like planted with wildfire. Yeah. If I cannot have this kingdom, then nobody can.
I mean, that is a vengeful. She's a monster, just like Olenna said.
Oh, Lord Jesus. My iconic old lady is gone, but she went out like a G.
That's how I want her to go. If y'all gonna kill me, she drunk that stuff. Will it hurt? That's the only thing. It won't hurt. Well, give me this then.
She snatched that.
She drunk that. She to like a shot.
Is it gonna hurt? Will there be pain? You gonna kill me with the sword? Oh, fuck it.
YOLO good. YOLO, yeah. YOLO is right.
Basically,
I'm about to die.
Straight up, she at the end of
it. But basically everything was over anyway. She lost her grandchildren and all that.
She was already feeling
everything
ready.
Was already ready. But she's an old lady. She's lived her life. So she's like, well, go ahead and just let me
do that.
And then she's like, well, you know what? Now that you done did this favor for me and letting me die peacefully, let me tell you something. Tell you a little something that I am the one that killed your son.
I did it.
She doing all the
choose me.
She's like,
I did it.
What you gonna do? Are you gonna take over my castle or something?
You gonna punch the rest of my benches out? You already took the food.
Mess up my grandchildren? Wait, you already been
over there.
Kill that.
My gay grandson was about to take your poisonous cunt horse sister wife.
What are you really gonna do? So sister mistress. I know she was so glad.
I saw all the tension and rage.
When I saw this, I didn't react this way today since I already knew it. But when I saw this episode, when it came on and I heard her telling him at that moment, I jumped out of my seat and it was like, yes.
I knew when I didn't show it. I wanted to keep my composure and stuff like that, but honestly, when she drank the poison and I said, I know she about to spill the beans. And when she did it, I was like,
Olenna! Go girl.
I love it. I love it. This episode was great. She went out like a G. Like, she needs to win an Academy Award for that. She played that role, bruh. Like,
she did.
Real shit. She
did. Guys, thank you guys for watching our reaction / review / rant / just, it was like we said, a great episode. If you like this video, please click the like button.
We know you
comment,
do. We know you do.
And subscribe to the channel. For more videos, so we're gonna be reacting to other stuff at some point as well. But anyway, I will see you guys. We will see you guys for the next episode. We'll be back on track. I don't know when I can get this up, but hopefully sometime this week as my schedule allows. And we will be back on track for next week's episode. We look forward to seeing what's going to happen. It's going to be a crazy rest of the season. We got 4 episodes left.
Do you know what we should do next time? I don't want to drink alcohol. I think we should drink milk of the puppy.
Milk of the puppy.
I really just want to say that.
That sounds like.
I'll make that. Like, it sounds like I really would research it. Search over the internet and see if they got some form of milk of the puppy type.
It probably don't taste good because they drink it for like medicine, so I would think that stuff is nasty.
Well, I'm going to make it a good drink. I'm going to concoct me a milk of the puppy.
But you guys, see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Like, subscribe. comment. See you guys later.